Caribbean Adventure. This is a true story of mom and pop cruisers with two kids. 24 hours in the making of a small sailboat passage in the Central American Caribbean Sea en route from California to Boston. On April 29th, 1997, we were inside the reef in the waters of Nicaragua and Honduras, 2 days out of Isla Providencia en route to Isla Providencia in the Western Caribbean. I'd been tired and navigating through the reef in the morning. Sea Legs, our West Sail 32, was taking good care of us as usual. When we came up on the reef passage, Edinburgh Channel at night, the usually reliable GPS plotter suddenly showed us on zoom in miles from where the large view ocean chart said we were. My guess was that the ocean chart showed our correct position. We had observed that the Mexican Tres Marias Islands on the Pacific side were 2 or 3 miles from where our plotter showed them to be. Our chart plotter on local view was now showing a ridiculous discrepancy of over 30 miles. Ocean chart GPS correlates a lot better than that, and dawn resolves many a dilemma at sea. So I elected to drift in the pre-dawn calm, drop the mainsail onto the cabin roof, cinched the boom tightly into the gallows, and examined a seam that had opened up in the sail during the crossing the day before. I mended the sail in the moonlight, sail tape, palm, and needle and thread in hand. I watched the sea from the cabin roof and balanced with the swell by leaning against the boom. At first light, we worked our way through the reef where the ocean chart had put us. Could not identify a reef that should have been visible, but we found deep water where the channel was supposed to be. We were motor sailing now at noon off of Cabo Gracias a Dios, the Nicaragua-Honduras border, with the mainsail double reefed and cranked in hard. About 10 to 15 knots of wind, pretty much on the nose. It was warm, clear, sunny day with gorgeous blue Caribbean water, calm compared to what boats on the outside the reef were reporting on the radio. The deck was dry. We flew our American flag aft from the backstay and ran the Honduran courtesy flag up on a halyard under the right spreader. Blue top and bottom, white in the middle with 5 blue stars. We could see mainland features to port. The reef to starboard was mostly submerged. From the port side of the cockpit, one could see the radar and the depth sounder below, with its alarm set just above the bottom contour. The tiller autopilot was on. A person on watch was to stand every few minutes for a 360-degree look at the horizon and to read the water. I just polished off some microwaved mahi-mahi chili and coffee that my wife Judy had handed up to the cockpit. Nick and Paul, our 10-year-old twin boys, were doing their correspondence schoolwork. a blip showed up ahead of us on the radar. On Isla Providencia, a Colombian possession, we had spoken with a retired Coast Guard commander transporting a 40-foot sailboat to Annapolis. He told us about being spooked when a Nicaraguan patrol boat looked him over, but did not board him between Colon, Panama, and the island. We'd read articles about boatjacking, drug trades, murder, and mayhem in this area.